YouTubers, Mike Martins here, Mike Martins channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and tuning in. I got a really important story I want to cover here on the Rants and Lifestyle today. It's kind of important. I'm not sure if you guys follow a channel called InfoWars. InfoWars is non-mainstream media. They're non-mainstream, so they're not the wavy gravy media that basically don't really research their stories too well. I'm not talking about local news channels that are in your city, like day to day and car accidents. I'm talking about like very big international stories that make or break a country, big international stories that can make or break a person's career. He, the the big honcho there is Alex Jones, and Alex Jones basically set up an operation from scratch, built it up, and is doing really well. He's got a very good base. He's got at least anywhere from 20 to 70 million views a week on average. And this article, and they wrote an article here, and I've been watching this on other different news channels, and it's really scary. Now, let me tell you guys something, okay? 20 years ago, you didn't have cell phones in your pocket with cameras that would film everything, right? Now, it's nice to see 50 different angles of a story, right? And dissect the story and let us have the opinion on what we think is real or fake or what the deal is. Now, what's been concerning me is now they're, especially with YouTubers and stuff and people kind of surviving off the AdSense and stuff, they're getting monetized and shut down, or if they discuss anything that's on the news or anything that goes against the status quo, they usually gets pretty much gets censored and taken down, right? So what's concerning me is now what's concerning me is more than ever is they're thinking of they've censored him, and there's an article here. Now, you want people with cell phones in their pocket to give you a different angle, because a lot of times the news media, like the wavy gravy media, they're not right. No one's right and no one's perfect. But the problem we're having now is those 50 people with cell phones, or the 5 million people on the scene, or 5,000 people, or 2,200 people on the scene, it doesn't matter how many people, with their cell phones in their pocket, filming something as it goes on, giving us an insight, basically will be censored, or they are not considered real anymore, even though they're standing there filming it. Or if somebody goes out and researches something on their own merit to get some little bit of a feedback, or to kind of, some people do it out of spite to make themselves feel better. I don't know. But even those people don't even get, now putting out your opinion is not real anymore. Anyways, I'm going to read this article. I'm babbling on. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. I'm in setting up my new studio, so I'm getting things working here. I'm going to read the article. I'll leave a link below for you guys. It says censorship. InfoWars banned by online advertiser. Racketeering. Online advertisers colluding to control free speech. And that's what's scaring me. Is in the back of my mind when Alex is, I've been watching him on and off for 10 years, okay? He works hard. He's built his establishment. He does his thing. But what's concerning me now is now that if Alex isn't in the background anymore, it scares me, because when InfoWars is on, he's got a right. I don't care if he's right or wrong. The point is that he's allowed to say what he wants to say and when he wants to say, with, without being, without any hindrance. Now, this is really bad. I'm going to read this article to you guys. You comment below and let me know. I mean, like, give me your opinion on it. My channel is being built or building off feedback on what you guys think. AdRoll, the online advertiser that accused Breitbart of hate speech, is now abruptly cutting ties with Infowars.com in an apparent concentrated effort to shut down political speech by conservatives and libertarians online. The advertiser said, vaguely worded, don't you hate when you get those letters, like summons to a court, or or you get pulled over by a cop and he's vaguely telling what you, like, what did I do? While you kind of were speeding. Kind of, was I or not? The advertiser sent a vaguely worded email to InfoWars legal department saying it was ending its ad campaign in part because all political content should focus on the merits of the candidate, implying that the corrupt establishment candidates, such as, I'm not mentioning her name because my video will be flagged, should be showered with praises and her scandals ignored. I mean, no one's perfect. Everyone's going to have some sort of a scandal behind them, right? This seems to contradict other statements in the same email in which AdRoll claims all content on your website should be relevant, accurate, informative, and up to date. If a news website is to focus on only the merits of a political candidate and not the controversials, how is that accurate? So they basically want them to basically tell both sides of the story, right? Or the thing is, the one side of the story is being told by the wavy gravy mainstream bumper sticker media. Then you got the other side of the story where it's being told by Alex Jones or AMTV or Breitbart or whoever. Like, they're kind of dishing out or challenging, if you want to say, challenging the status quo. Would AdRoll likewise ban ads from appearing on mainstream media sites that constantly attack President Trump? See, that's a question. So it's so blatant. It's so in your face. I mean, it's gotta tilt both ways. You know what I'm saying? Interestingly, none of the verbiage is found on AdRoll's website content guidelines page, indicating that it's a new crusade to control political speech and news reporting through economic warfare. Don't you want the guy with the cell phone in his pocket to be on the ground while something breaks and he films it? I mean, don't you want to get that? Don't you want to see the raw? Don't you want to see amateurs like myself? I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm trying my best here to create dialogue for people to talk. But the guy with the cell phone, I gotta go back with the guy with the cell phone. The guys with the cell phones are the ones that are making or breaking countries, telling the truth about specific wars that are going on, telling the truth about political candidates and recordings and stuff that people have a right to know. I mean, look at the stuff they digged up on Donald Trump. They spoke to every woman in America. AdRoll even slandered Breitbart by accusing the site hate speech, which is not only unprofessional accusation, but it also points to political, not business motivation behind the blacklisting. While we let our customers determine which sites they'd like to block, we'd also like to clarify that AdRoll does not serve ads on Breitbart News because it violates our policies around offensive language and hate speech, a company spokesperson said. Hate speech, in quotation, is an ambiguous term often used by leftist politicians in the West to shut down free speech of those critical of globalist initiatives, such as uncontrolled immigration, which has led to the erosion of national sovereignty in Europe and the US. Now, and its phrase often to use to smear President Trump, and what better way to turn public opinion against the president than by limiting competition to the establishment media critical of him. AdRoll's campaign will only result in a media monopoly of mainstream outlets, which are controlled by a handful of mega corporations who favor worldwide superstate controlled by an unelected network of titans in technology, media, government, and academia, otherwise known as theocracy. Tenocracy, sorry. I don't use these words a lot, guys, so you gotta bear with me here on this one. Tenocracy. With that in mind, it's not surprising why the establishment hates Trump, who won the presidency with America's First campaign that promises to restore the country's economic and national sovereignty. And it's not surprising that AdRolls partnered with Facebook and Google, two tech titans behind the Technotronic takeover. Technotronic is a really good music group from the 90s. And the war against fake news, intended to shut down alternative press critical of globalism, such as InfoWars and Breitbart. Some in the business, however, are not following along with the game plan. In particular, RevCondit CEO John Lemp said the push to ban ads from certain news sites is censorship. Sensational headlines have been a part of journalism for years, he said. I don't care if the guy's right or wrong. The guy should be able to voice what he wants to when he wants to. And what you guys think about this. Maybe is this a good thing or a bad thing? Or I want to know what you guys think. Because all I hear is Donald Trump being destroyed on a daily basis. Like, destroyed. If he says something, he's considered like he's the worst thing. And all other... He's a human being. I'm not trying to take no one's side. I'm just trying to say I make a lot of mistakes. Work that into the equation. You can't. You can never work things into an equation when you're a human because we're unpredictable. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Your comments, weigh in. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.